Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Decoding Intuition. My name is Carrie, and in today's episode, I'm going to guide you through a practice that's going to enable you to determine what your unique psychic abilities and strengths are. So before we begin this practice that I'm going to guide you through, I do want to mention that this practice or test is different than any other test that I've seen online. Most tests online are meant to help you to strengthen your psychic abilities, but they kind of presume that you already know how it is that you receive and respond to psychic energy. So this test is designed to enable you to gain exact clarity around how you uniquely perceive and respond to psychic energy. So this is more of a right-brained exercise that's going to require us to be willing to utilize our imagination. I'm going to ask you to bear with me and just move through the guided visualization that I'm going to guide you through. And then after we finish with the guided imagery, then I'm going to explain how this translates into you being able to discern what your unique psychic strengths are. So before we begin, I'm going to recommend that you're in a space where you can relax and not be distracted. The visualization aspect of what we're doing really is only going to take less than 2 minutes, but get yourself seated comfortably in a chair or on the floor, whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and close your eyes. Take a few moments just to breathe, relax, and center yourself. Maybe literally taking a few deep breaths with the intention of relaxing your mind, anchoring your presence in the here and now, maybe paying attention to body sensation or using the cadence of your breathing to connect with the sensations happening in the body. Relaxing the bones of the body, relaxing the muscles, just bringing yourself into a relaxed, open, receptive state of being. And then when you're there, I'm going to ask you to imagine yourself standing on a beach on a warm, sunny day. Literally envision yourself being on this beach. Maybe it's an imaginary place. Maybe it's a place that you have been in your life that you enjoy going to. And so as you're anchoring your presence in this imagery, imagine that you can literally feel the sand under your bare feet, moving a little bit closer to the water so that you're feeling the coolness of the water mixed with the sand under your feet, feeling how good that feels. Noticing the sensations of the breeze coming off of the water and brushing across your skin, blowing through your hair. Even smelling the scent of the breeze coming off of the water as you notice the warmth of the rays of the sun beaming onto your skin. Noticing that you're hearing the sound of seagulls off in the distance. Looking around and noticing a small group of children playing, building a sandcastle together. Hearing the sounds of the children playing brings delight in your heart as you continue to walk along the beach, beginning to feel a little bit thirsty, and you happen to notice a lemonade stand off in the distance. So feeling inspired, you go ahead and walk over to the lemonade stand, purchase a glass of cold, tart, sweet lemonade, and drink it down. Feeling satisfied, relaxed, yet exhilarated, awake and alive. As you begin to bring your presence and awareness back into the room that you're in, maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, bring a little movement into the body and open your eyes. So I'm going to explain how this visualization translates into you gaining clarity around what your unique psychic abilities are. Not only does this practice give you the information of knowing what your natural psychic strengths are, but it also begins to teach you how to recognize incoming psychic energy, insights, awarenesses, and messages when they're happening. So let me go ahead and explain how this works. So our psychic senses are really natural, and they're basically like subtle energy extensions of our physical senses. So for every physical sense we have a psychic sense that matches that. We have physical smelling and we have psychic smelling. We have our physical sense of touch, we have our psychic sensing and feeling. We have our physical vision, and then we have psychic vision. We have hearing, and then we have psychic hearing. So as I was guiding you through this imagery, the imagery purposely built into it things that were requiring you to imagine aspects of the different physical senses, right? So however it is that you experienced this guided imagery is going to give you information about what your natural psychic strengths are. For example, if it was really easy for you to literally see the visions unfold in your inner eye and your mind's eye, this translates to mean that you are a person who has a natural propensity for clairvoyance, which is receiving psychic energy in the form of visual images. If maybe you didn't really have that part so strong, but you could really feel the senses connected to the guided imagery, you could really feel the sand under your feet, you could feel the warmth on your skin, you could feel the breeze brushing across you, then this is an indicator that you're a person who has a natural propensity and strength for clairsentience, which is psychic sensing and feeling. If you could really easily hear in your imagination the kids playing off in the distance, the sound of the birds, then this is an indicator that you're a person who has a natural propensity for psychic hearing, receiving psychic messages, insights in the form of concepts, words, awarenesses, ideas. If you're a person who really dialed into tasting the lemonade, maybe you even had an experience of salivating as you were envisioning the lemonade, smelling it or tasting it, then these are indicators that you are a person who has the capacity to receive psychic energy in the form of tasting and smelling. Now, not only does this test tell you what your psychic strengths are, but it also gives you insight as to how to recognize incoming psychic energies when they occur. For instance, however it was that you saw the vision in your mind's eye is going to be the same as how you see psychic energy in the form of visual images. However it felt for you to smell the smells associated with what we just did is going to be what it feels like if you're smelling or tasting something psychically. However it was that you were able to internally hear the sounds connected to the imagery that I guided you through is going to feel the same way that you hear sounds in your inner ear if it's something that's coming in psychically. If you're a person who didn't really have any of those sensations, you didn't see it, you didn't smell it, you didn't feel it, you didn't hear it, you didn't taste it, but you just had a sense of knowing, of really being present with what was going on, then that means you're a person who is strong in what's called claircognizance, which is psychic knowing. Psychic knowing can feel a little bit obscure in a way because you might not have any additional supporting evidence like a sense, a feeling, a vision, or anything like that. But at the same time, it can also be a sense that's hard to ignore because it's a very strong whoosh or wave of knowing that comes over you and feels like truth. Now, take some time to really write down how you experienced all of these aspects of the visualization. You can even rewind this and guide yourself through the visualization again so that you can go right into recording your results after the visualization is complete. And let me know in the comments what you discovered about yourself in doing this. I also want to mention that what I guided you through is sort of my own version of an exercise that I originally discovered in this reference book that I have that I got about 15-20 years ago. It's the Complete Idiot's Guide to Psychic Awareness. And it's actually a really, really good book. This is a really good book for people who, I mean, whether you're a beginner or you're a seasoned empath or psychic professional, this is a really good reference book. As you can see, I've got several things marked in here. I just find it to be really thorough, easy to understand, practical, common sense approach to developing psychic awareness. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link to this below in the description on how you can easily buy this through Amazon. Okay guys, let me know in the comments how this went for you. Also let me know any questions you might have, and I'm happy to address them in future episodes of Decoding Intuition. Much love, blessings, namaste, and stay tuned for more videos right around the corner.